What's up, y'all? Big Red here, coming at you with another episode of Earl's Curls. And yeah, Earl's still cool, you know. He's my homeboy. We hang out sometimes. I know State gets all everybody's attention in the raids, but especially with this gun, it's hard to test and with flamers because they are valid through the raids, but not on the last boss. I mean, maybe with the PC, with the hotkey. With this build, with enough AP, maybe you could. I don't know. My PC player, I really need to work on him. I don't have time, to be honest with you. Like I said, I mean, I do good enough to make videos and play and trying to keep up with the game, but maybe one day. But until then, I'm on Xbox. That's where we do it. Hoo-hoo. Appreciate all my subscribers, everybody tuning in and watching. Hope y'all guys had a good week. We're going to do a build, max AP, DPS build for energy guns, flamers, enclave flamers, regular plasma flamers, not just enclaves. You don't have to have enclave. We're going to go through several different variants in this video. Be a little longer than normal. So yeah, but we're going to start off with the vampires. Definitely a fun build. I've done several videos of this a couple months ago whenever we could put +2 agility, but now we got conductors we can put on. And with the vampires, it's going to show that not just, you don't have to have the conductors to get this AP regen once your AP is so high. But we're throwing on the pinpointers to get more damage, that we can make a vampires just as powerful as the executioner's multiplicative effect with that effect on there, and be able to thrive and survive and melt Earl down in less than 3 minutes. So that's really good post of 24 quarter 4 update. Not auto axe time, but damn near the best outside that. We got it modded with weapon speed minus action point cost. Like I said, with the pinpointers, got the calibrated capacitor. If you want the crit damage on this, it's a crit build. It does good damage outside, but you definitely want to capitalize on vast crits. We got the line flamer barrel. Forceful stock is what you want because the CND makes it increase on any of your plasma rifles. Medium night vision scope. You could use the reflex sight if you got it. Reload AP cost by 2, but with that's what I had for this one, and it does make our vast accuracy 99. So that's what I mean. We're not losing out. We're the reflex sight's only like 70, so we do gain a little bit by having that medium night vision scope. Fire rate's 114, really good. Damage 94, so almost 200 overall with ballistic and energy. The build is definitely, this is how I play it, run it. Venture, or I'm leaving Stranger Number Zone because I got 1 in charisma when I put my legendary charisma on. To get my charisma, so I can't take off that Stranger Numbers. I could take off field surgeon, but I might as well just leave it on and invest into something that's going to help me be tanky. So we got blocker maxed out. We take 45% less melee damage. Definitely essential for anything you're running through in the wasteland. This is one thing that'll kill you as a low health build, and you definitely need blocker to take it with less melee damage, almost guaranteed 50%. All our commandos are maxed out for damage. Tank killer for armor penetration. We got ground pounder 2. This thing does not reload fast. 2 is a pretty sweet level, 20%, and it'll keep you alive and thriving in the wasteland. We got concentrated fire 1 to get the critical headshots on Earl, or eye shots or whatever you're shooting, the weak points. We got Life Giver giving us about 140, 150 to our max HP, plus our endurance is like 26. We got Iron Stomach for damage and energy resist, definitely TP tanky. Ghoulish at 2, this will help with radiation. There's radiation all throughout the game, so this right here is going to keep you alive and thriving and get a little bit of healing, especially with Earl too. His slime pools, but in any place in our wasteland. This is not just a Earl build. We're going to show a little bit before we get into the fight, just some regular footage running around. It's this thing that annihilates everything. We got natural resistance, gives a little extra poison resist, and since we don't got no funky duds, I've invested, I don't know if I took, +5 agility onto our legend agility of 15 already, so our legendary agility is adding to the base, make a base of 20. So we definitely need natural resistance to get a poison resist, and gives a little fire resist, even though we do have a asbestos lining on our chest piece, so we don't have to worry about that. Thirst Quencher adding to over 100 to our max AP, helping this build be possible. Just they induced this card. We got fireproof for tankiness, Earl's attack, so it'll kind of take the blow away from the explosions, fire attacks. Radical for carry wave, starch genes for mutations. Got rejuvenated, running around, playing regularly, but for the fight, I'm going to take rejuvenated off, and I'm also going to put ghoulish at 1. Put ghoulish at 1 for the fight, and we're going to put revenant on, and we're going to try to take our armor off, fall down the mine shaft, and revive ourselves. So hopefully that works, because you can't do it the way we used to do it with potato salad, and trying to use a grenade hasn't worked. So that's the only way I know we can do it, is just falling down the mine shaft. Hopefully we die, don't mess our run, but we're going to get extra 50% damage when we do revive ourselves. And we're going to put Kimfing on for the overdrive. We will pop, but I would have it set up the way I showed you when I played regular outside an event and solo. Field surgeon, this will make your stim packs kick in. Definitely it comes in handy when you're running through the raids as a commando build. You're using the commando build to the raids, and not really necessary on most events, but you know, when an in-game fight, especially solo or running through the raids, it definitely will help you add to your super stim pack and make you be alive and thrive. When you hit that stim pack button, you'll thank me later if you don't run it. Strange in numbers, the boost your mutations. We're not getting nothing out of it, but like I said, I can't take it off the build, so it's on there. So you'll need it if you want to play on a team anyway. This build is even better on a team. You know, your AP is even more. Everything's better when you're playing on a team. So definitely, you can see it when you see something played solo. You just know if you play with on a team, it's going to be better. So we'll get 25% more from your mutations. Tenderizer for more damage, definitely a great multiplier in the game. So you could take field surgeon off and put like friendly fire on if you wanted to help heal people or NPCs. Put friendly fire at 2, and you'll get something out of it. We got all our science perks for damage, it's extra 30% to add to our overall damage. We got batteries included for the carry weight of our ammo. You know, you definitely need that. Gunsmith at 2, we're using this build requires, you need civil engineer armor to make this build work, so you don't have to invest anything in gunsmith besides 2 points. You put that 20% plus the brakes 35% slower on the civil engineer, and you reach brakes 55% slower. It's really a sweet spot, and the civil engineer armor makes you pull this build off, so you don't have to invest something in a gunsmith besides 2 points. Otherwise, your flamer or even your plasma rifles, they will break really quick. Flamers break really quick if you're using a flamer in boss fights. We got weapon arsenal. I put that on my weapon. Nerd Rage, of course, you have to be bloody for this build. It is a low health build. In order to have your AP up into 800, you gotta have unyielding armor. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. To really maximize, if something happens whenever we get our AP up to 800, and you'll see it'll lock in with no coffee, and it's like you spammed coffee. I don't know if it's our AP so high with thirst quencher. There's an interaction going that I really can't explain, but it happens. So, and it's there, and it capitalized on it. It's been there since the last update, since we could put thirst quencher and get your AP up in 800. So anyway, Nerd Rage definitely essential. 40 damage, 20 damage resist, 40 damage resist, 20 damage, 15 AP regen when you're below 20% health. We'll be there and we'll capitalize on it. Action Boy for AP regen. Evasive, not what it used to be, but I think it might even be better, because once you hit that soft cap on resistance, you're not going to get nothing out of it. 400 is no better than having 600 resistance. So at least this gives us an evasive chance. I wish it was higher. I think we're like 11%, and our agility is like 50 something. So yeah, it is what it is, but at least it's something. Born Survivor at 3, you need this to kick those stim packs in to thrive and survive. You need it maxed out the way it works now. Gunfu at 1, so you can switch targets quickly in VATS. And like I said, even though this thing does good damage outside VATS, you want it to be in VATS, because that's where you're going to do the max amount of damage on VATS criticals. We got Adrenaline maxed out for damage. You got 60%. We'll stack that up with the bolt fly. We'll keep it stacked up. Dodgy at 2. I took 1 point off of dodgy, put it into evasive to get a little bit of both. We'll still going to avoid 20% of damage at 30 action points. So it's still an effective card to have for tankiness. Better criticals, get extra 100% critical damage. Definitely is the power of the build. Definitely essential. Serendipity, like I said, not what it used to be, but you know, at least we get something. I mean, it used to be a powerful card for low health. I mean, almost guaranteed 40% less damage. Now it's just a chance, but let's hope it triggers and we don't get one-shotted. 4-leaf clover for when we get a miss in VATS, it'll work with critical savvy. We get a miss, we'll get the next shot to be a crit. Definitely works well. Critical savvy, we'll get a crit every second shot. Our luck will be at 133. We'll be there.
Ass, babe.
We got quick hands for a free reload. My wife, she supports it. Yay! Quick hands will get a free reload. Hopefully it'll help our DPS. Take good with sawed off. We got Grim Reaper Sprint. This I would have, if you're playing regular, you'd have Ricochet on, and instead of quick hands in your build, so that way you'll get some reflect from range damage. If you're going, especially going through the raids, there's a lot of things shooting at you, and playing a lot of other different events. But this there's not, so we don't have Ricochet. We have quick hands. Grim Reaper Sprint, definitely want this on because you want to get a chance to restore 30% chance to store your action points, and with your AP being so high, even if we don't trigger with the 1 to 2 kills, it'll trigger probably within the 3rd kill, and you'll never run out of AP. You'll just be staying in VATS, just melting everything, switching targets, as long as you're close enough, because the range is limited. That's the only thing. So you got 3 points. If you're playing like regular, you might have to have Class Freak. You don't got Serms, you might have to run Class Freak here. If you do got Serms, Bloody Mess is a option you could put on there. But when I'm running against Earl, I'm going with Tormentor because I want to stagger him and keep him off me so he doesn't get one-shot me, or so I can stay locked in VATS and not get staggered too myself. Like I said, +5 agility added to our legendary agility added to our 15, giving a base of 20. All right, over in the armor, what you need is a full set of unyielding ultralight silver engineer armor. I should have repaired that. And put +2 agility on them. I got through hikers because that frees up space in your strength and in your endurance, so you don't have to worry about through hiker or traveling pharmacy. I also have a full set of sawbones on here. You'll see it. It does really help. As you watch some footage here in a second, you'll see just it really does make a big difference being a bloody build having sawbones on. Well, it gives us a base of our agility is 50, and our we got to get in nerd rage. My bad. Some dirty water. Okay, agility's 55. Our luck. Oh, let's put our unyielding asbestos on. Okay. Our luck is 34. Agility is 53. Our endurance is 26. That's having a base of 30 agility because you got 20 coming from your specials, from the legendary, from your 15, and another 10 added in from your armor pieces, which helps. Over in the bus, we got Serms cancel negative effects. We got bobblehead energy giving us 20% extra from our energy gun. We got evasive, it's like an 11% chance with our agility that high, so I thought it might be as high as you could probably get it, mate. We got Iron Stomach giving us like 80 and 80 on resistance. Life Giver giving us 144. Getting 50 poison resist for natural resistance. Serendipity, 26% evade chance. We got Tesla Sign 7 giving us 100% extra critical damage from our energy gun. This is making up the 2 magazines and bobblehead for not having stranger numbers activated with their teammate. Thirst Quencher giving us 112. We're at 442 damage resist and 69 poison, 585 for energy, 383. But we're going to take a rad shield real quick just to make our radiation even higher. 3, 6. That's pretty good, but why not? Because we have it. Okay, So now we got 600, and we'll be more than okay going through the fight. Our damage is 204 now that we're in nerd rage. And we got company T AP regen, we got the instant flower T, max T AP plus 40, and the steep metal Boston Tri giving us 4 to our agility. So each point in agility is equal to 10 AP, so that's 80 added into our AP. Once we take hard eliminate, we'll be at over 800 right before the fight. Those are to get from Yasmin and Grandma. You can be farmed. We are herbivores, so we're maximizing. I need to take a blight soup. Little things, I'm almost forgetting some stuff here. Thank God I didn't. Blight soup. Blight soup, yeah, I'm using blight soup. It's giving an extra 100% critical damage. That's why we're a herbivore. Getting an AP regen from our company tea, and the blight soup getting a full 100% so we can maximize our crits. Silk bean soup giving us plus 4 endurance. Like I said, that's helping us have 26 endurance, which is adding to also to our max AP by thirst quencher and our endurance. We got adrenaline, bird bones, eagle eyes, egghead, electric charge, herbitality, marsupial, scaly skin, speed demon, unstable isotope. Alright, before we get in the fight, let's just show you how this build really works really well, even outside of boss fight. I mean, just in adventure mode, just show a little bit, and then we're going to get into the different variants. Alright, hold on. Let's just get right to the chase. And, you know, I know, is this build raid approved? Well, I would say it is. We'll show a little bit of footage. I was running some raids with playing on a team. Very good for, you know, guarding the drill, just melting enemies, switching targets and bats, and even if you run out of APs, weapons more capable of doing damage outside bats. But when you get bats criticals lined up, it just kills things like one touch. No problem. Can't get enough. I know people are gonna think, you know, put plus 2 endurance, but and that is a good option. But if you want to use your flamer for bosses, I mean, obviously you can't use it on a snake because he's too high up. But you want to have plus 2 agility. You want your agility as high as it can get, and you can still get your endurance up to 26. So it's still, you're still pretty tanky. And with sawbones on there, I have no issue running through raids. Might have to raise your health up a little bit when you're fighting a snake, but you can see perfect for guarding the drill, and this drill never dies whenever you got the flamer out. That watch. Alright, let's check some else out. Alright, here we go. Playing on a team. I'm not saying this is going to replace the Gatling Plasma, but Gatling Plasma definitely the meta, definitely the best weapon to bring them against this boss. But I mean, we're doing decent damage. I mean, we're getting 2,000, some of the crits, 1,800. You know, depends on where I'm at and where I'm firing at, but you can definitely be a vital part of any team. You know, we're still putting down decent DPS. You know, before this boss, you know, the Plasma Flamer was one of the, it still is one of the top boss killers. It just can't reach this boss. You don't use ranged weapons. So you got to be able to obviously have a different variant. And I'm using just a regular Plasma. I'm not even using an Enclave. It's a quad with weapon speed, with a less action point cost, with a conductors mod. I could have went pinpointers, but I went conductors just for health, for regenerating health. So when its poison's being spewed out, and it did pretty decent. I mean, not a right home battle, not like game breaking, but if you get tired of playing your Gatling Plasma heavy gun, you want to break, and you want to, you know, run a flamer build, and then you definitely got to have a different variant. Like a laser carbine would be a good option too to run with this. You can see we're not really having any struggles with AP. I mean, you might occasionally run out, but we're staying locked in bats pretty decently, getting a lot of good hits on the snake. Lost 2 of the players, and now we're helping contribute to DPS. One thing that you do have to watch for is that you do have to take that +5 agility off your legendary agility and run with, you know, Faulty does, obviously because of its poison. But we still have plenty of AP. We're still up to like 700, and we're staying locked in bats pretty decently. And the conductors are keeping us alive. I did raise my health about halfway, but that's just for thriving and surviving. But like I said, it wasn't just showcasing that weapon against this boss. Just showcasing what it can do in the raids. But just on every part of the raid, you're going to be okay. I will say, if you want to play Commando, make sure you have a dense armor piece on, not asbestos lining, but go to dense because it'll take less explosion damage, and you'll be able to tank the first Guardian. I'm just helping this guy out. And I'm a herbivore, and I've got anti-armor with pounder, and I'm gonna switch to it as a herbivore. And we're still, look at the damage we're getting as a herbivore. 1,500, 1,600 per hit as a herbivore with the pounder's effect, and they will be changing that. We will not be able to do this for after the next update. They're gonna patch it out, but still, even as a Commando, you still can run through the raids. That's what I want to show. This is it's a valid build. Here we are in the little phase of the raids. I'm not showing everything. I'm just clipping things in just to show you how it performs outside. You know, just the Earl. It ain't just a Earl build. You know, you can use your flamer, and then you can switch, like I said, to either a laser carbine or to a plasma rifle. But definitely can make it through the raids without much of a problem. Yeah, last little bit. Just want to show you, like, the laser carbine has a higher AP cost. Like I said, it's a max AP energy gun build, so we're able to. I was like, so I got 3 legendaries, stay in vats on 3 legendary mutants, super mutants. I mean, if you don't run out of vats, you run out of targets. When you got Grim Reaper Sprint activated too, you're never going to run out of AP. Oh. It's a super fun build. More than just a flamer build. Any energy gun, you can handle it. No problem. Okay, we're back. So you see, this gun is a beast. Use the bolt-fly syringer for your newer players, because there's 3 Wendigos, and we shoot them with the bolt-fly syringer, and it makes them spawn a bolt-fly, which gives us 3 extra kills going in. Look at that, almost 1,000 on the crit. That's with the vampires. Switch over. Hey guys, let me borrow some juice. This was really set up for speed runs back in the day, but not really exactly speed run anymore, but it kind of is. But that's gonna be the tricky part. Okay, I'm gonna have to see if I can do this without losing. Let's get our health down. Alright, take our armor off. Alright, it worked. We have Revenant. Put our armor back on. Get ourselves back in Nerd Rage. And what is going on? What something I'm missing? There we go. Alright, that's a lot of work. Let's get a dangerous syringer out. Liquid courage. Overdrive. Hard lemonade. Right at 800. What's up, Earl? Alright, give it a second, it will kick in. There it goes. Hitting over 1,000 on the crits. Don't make a liar out of me. There it goes. Look at it. See it? There it goes. It's locking in now. Getting over 1,000 on the criticals. Look at, we are melting Earl down. I don't know why it does that, but once you lock in, got a free reload, I think. Got a quick hands. Chill out, Earl. I'm gonna try to get this out. How you doing, Earl? I know nobody's been hanging out with you. But we're here to hang out with you, Earl. Hope you've been all right. We just keep these Wendigos off of us. Locking in. Chill out, Earl. Behave, Earl. I'm on criticals. I'm on criticals. Still getting close to 1,000, lost a little bit of damage. No gun food. Y'all get off me. Lock back in, we're almost there. Hang in there, Earl. Stay right there. Y'all stop. I'll stop it. We got him. All right, now let's show the bloody run with the conductors. Bloodied with conductors, all modded the same way. Reload. Get our danger on. Liquid courage. Overdrive. Hard lemonade. 812 AP. $896. That's getting good damage, right? There it goes, locking in. 900s. Very comparable with the anti-armor, I must say. Oh, got a good lock in. I say the damage is real. It is very comparable. All right, now we're going to show the anti-armor with conductors. All right, here we go with the anti-armor. Revenant kicked in. Oh, I got to put my armor back on. All right, our dirty water. Get back in nerd rage. Anti-armor, all the same mods, but we got conductors on it. All the same buffs. Alright. Get our danger already. Liquid courage. Overdrive. Hard lemonade. AP 812. We're getting good damage, 900 something on the criticals. There it goes, locking in. All right, Earl, be a good boy for me today. Criticals ain't registering. There it goes. There it goes, locking in. See, it's just crazy. Y'all leave me alone. Take care of those Wendigos real quick. Sometimes you gotta come back in and go back into VATS because it ain't registering your criticals. Alright, it's about halfway. Now we're going to do the bloody with pinpointers. Alright, here we go. We got the bloody with the pinpointers on it, all modded the same way. Let's get our health down before we lose our damage. Alright, that's good. Let's take our armor off. Got a scout spinner going. Alright, put our armor back on. Dirty water. We'll get an enregy. Alright, we are reloaded. Easrl. Liquid courage. Overdrive. Hard lemonade. A.P.E.C.I.A.L. What's up, Earl? Come on. There it goes. So we're getting 1100. We are getting more on the crits than we have anti-armor. Almost 1200 on the crits. It really does seem like bloodied is the way to go. Unless you want the vampires and survivability. Y'all get off me. Whew. That was quick. Right now let's compare all of them. Get your popcorn. Here we go. Vampires on top, bloody below that. Anti-armor with conductors, both bloodied and are conductors. And then bloody with pinpointers on bottom. And you can see it was very interesting. Something has changed since the last update. The anti-armor and bloodied was really close with the conductors mod on. It does give you tankiness and survivability, helps with your AP regen. They were getting in it was like a 2-point difference in the small numbers, and in the higher crits was about the anti-armor range from like 844 to 927, and the bloody was ranging 896 to 914. About a 60-70 point difference sometimes, but you can see they're going neck to neck. That it wasn't like it got blown out, but the bloody is outperforming the anti-armor, which is different. It used to not be that way. But the pinpointers is very interesting because the vampires does outperform the bloodied and the anti-armor. It was getting the numbers on it were getting in the fours, some threes in the high four, like 450s, and it was getting in 927 and 800 high heights and on its high crit numbers. So it performs better than the bloodied or the ant armor with the conductors on, which gives you better survivability because you're getting healing with every hit, just not every critical. And with this build, you can see you don't have to have a conductor to get that AP so high that it locks in, almost like you're spamming, just like you're spamming coffee, which is good for you console players. But the bloody with the pinpointers, if you want to go high risk, high reward, it was getting almost 1300, like 1250, 1100 to 1200 on the crits, and even the normal damage numbers was in the high 550 into 650s on the regular damage numbers. I mean, so we soloed Earl like in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I mean, that is crazy for a non-auto axe weapon post update. Quarter 4 24. Yeah, I mean that just blew me away. I mean that is a super good time. Like I said, high risk, high reward. You know, you definitely, like I said, tormentors helps you when you keeping Earl off of you. That really was the key, keeping him staggered. A lot of things have to work right for you not to get one-shotted by him. So it is high risk, high reward. But the vampire is definitely a valid option to go in. You put pinpointers on it and you'll outperform a bloody and ant armor, and you'll get healing from it and still get Earl in like 3 minutes and 30 seconds. So it was still a good time post quarter 4 24 update. Not auto axe time, don't get me wrong, but better than a Gallon Plasma. Just can't use it against the snake. So the Gallon Plasma still stands in a class by its own for, you know, the raids. But like I said, tell me what you think about it. I didn't realize, I mean, before, ant armor has performed bloody for a while, not always, but something's been changed. Ant armor is getting less than bloodied, so I need to test more weapons and see if this is like across the board. If you've tested things, are you seeing that, the same things? Because I didn't think it was going to outperform it, not on a boss, but I don't know. This is a new Fallout, so hope y'all are thriving, surviving. Let me know what you think about the test, and sorry it took me so long to get a video out, work and everything, and you know how it is, but I appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, you got something out and all that YouTube stuff, and this is Big Red, and I'll see you in the next one.